attacking side, but you flip it over, and I mean, we are getting the Sova to come through on split. It's always one of these questionable scenarios, but we know how powerful Crystal can be with this agent, and more importantly for the rest of the squad, how they're going to play around it as well, now that the Neon has actually been played as the solo duelist.
Yeah, well, he is here. Patrick, it's a pretty heavy stack on that B Heaven and Vent side, but now it's actually have a little bit of alert coming in. Yuta spotted it, and back they come from Vent, and there's a trade 1-for-1, almost got taken out there, Patrick. But the agent comes in right towards mid once again. Next he gets one. Poppy would have a jump on them here. Patrick, will he be able to stop the planner? No, he will not. He's going to walk out hurt. The drop down gets the first. Swings out for the other. Not too aware of the pillar position. Now it's a 1v2. It's all on Yuta. Cage trigger. Stick it. He's going to stick it. He's actually going to stick it all the way. But no cigar. It's going to be Xavi.
As they are all grouped up over at A main at the moment, the wall blocking over with that dart, and no immediate rotations from Global Esports. They're playing a lot more reactive at the moment instead of gaining that initiative to get some forward action, because they really only do have what the recon dart from Crystal can find. Yeah. They were hoping that Yuto might get one through the wall. That wall they were mostly was going to end up working against NAOS there if somebody would have got detected, but they're going to hold on. Cypher Cam, as we ourselves are watching what's going on with it. Here goes the Trailblazer. He makes clear up any close tripwires. He's detected. He's going to be having a lot of pressure. Come on, him. He's moving around his own cages here, but Xavi still found one, and Yuto trades back. It's still going to be NAOS in control, though. They've traded, and here comes Patrick. One on top. The other one's going to blast a bunch of bullets into his faces. It's going to be Mosier punishing him with his own favorite weapon. And once again, it's Global Esports on the back foot here. A 2 versus 3. The point's going to go down, open for main. And it's up to the Clutch Kings here to bring it back for Global. Yeah, you got to wait to see what Poppy Smokes are going to be able to do right now as well. But they really need to get this crossfire into the mix together, and it's just not going to work out, is it? Nexi, right position, right time. He's welcome, playing towards Hell, but he did what was required. Some damage, some time buying for the team to rotate and get the job done. Now you shift into a quick A creep from NAOS up through towards Ramp to find full control, but immediately initiative up through mid from Global as well. They know that they have the rotation covered.
I've got your trail.
Yeah, right. Crystal's actually in a great position, and he's going to be able to find one. Does not follow for the second. Yuto still on side, uses his cages to protect himself for the moment, but somehow it was Patrick's fault, not expecting somebody on side. Yuto goes out of the smoke. Unfortunately, could not have done anything else. Xavi was ready for him right there, and Kelly on the flank might just be found. No, he's going to be taken out. Xavi's gone, and that is a flank they need to worry about now. Once Heaven, the heal comes back, the regrowth is going to help Mosier just get ready for any more fights. He does have a nade still to keep pressure on towards Poppy if he decides to come into CT, and that's exactly what he's done. But now it is a clear 2v3. Poppy, a lot of stars being deployed here. Lovely smoke, the stun goes through, and there it helps Kelly. He gets the first, but they don't know Mojo's here. Poppy needs to check this, and he will. It's come down to just Nexi now. Smokes the entire side. LD does not get the follow spray through. It's going to be Poppy once.
Playing around this regrowth, as we'll put a pause on that one because we do have some space and control over in B main. There is some significant damage to 2 of these members on Global Esports already.
Yeah, a lot of it. They've set up the bucket a little close by getting those smokes down. Now it's exploring every part of the map at the moment. Once again, Xavi back on his alert towards A. He's going to just hold on to that as Patrick is eager to find somebody just jiggle in and let Poppy do take the first contact, and he shoots on the back of it. The regrowth is here once again. Got to clutch this piece of utility.
Exactly what I wanted to highlight was the time that the Eman has been always finding for the regrowth to come on out. But now when pressure starts to build, Uni, we're seeing a little bit of ill-advised duels from Global Esports, sticking around against these primary rifles when they don't really have enough to be able to throw at it. And you've also then got a gap in case things do start to come back towards the A site. 40 seconds, an opportunity still. But it kind of really just depends on what Udatan can do over at the A side.
Yeah, Xavi's still not made any peeksy whatsoever on that A side. He's not been spotted. I think he was just now. I just saw a fading question mark towards A main, but he's gotten away from there. And now know for a fact that this B side is a lot more easily conquerable from them. But Crystal, Checking corners, get the one big kill that he needs. He's got a neural theft as well. If he decides to go down towards the inside, you could actually pick up 2 weapons.
Yeah.
Spike planted.
You might have to Viper's Pit here as well if you are NAOS. You want a little bit of the protection because this is where things get a bit risky in the 3 versus 3 and you've given guns over to Global.
Yeah, look at the positions. Neural theft comes in, and now they know this is going to be mostly a main hit. There they spot. This should be a CT take, but Kelly, his position is going to be paramount. And like you said, there comes the pit, but it's already given up 1. Mosier's gone. Emin's going to have to play around, but he cannot. It's all into Xavi to keep this pit alive, to keep his team alive for this round. It's a counter weapon for coming from Kelly. The IGL's going to stick it, but time is of the essence here. He needs to play against Xavi gets Kelly, and that's going to drop it down. But Cristo, once again with the club. But there is no time. It doesn't matter how much he sits there to try and defuse it. It's not going to work out.
Things competitive here. Now structuring up for, yet again, some great ramp control. That kind of does have to be respected.
Oh, Crystal so aware. He just knows, doesn't he? He knows he does that recon, came up close with that, a little bit of that tangent. But look at his position. He's actually kind of crawled in to win.
Yeah, but he can't do anything with it, really.
Yeah.
That's the problem. So we'll have to see a little bit of lull in action now come through. Although, with that drone, actually, there is timing. The camera didn't even spot out Jar. Unfortunately, Crystal was ready with the gun, but just not available for that one. And now it's a little bit more awkward for Patrick, isn't it? Because they're like ships in the night. They pass each other in darkness. But 2 versus 2 now. Yeah, man. He could win a potential 1 versus 1.
Oh.
Patrick, what a shutdown on that shot. Uni, now it's all on to Poppy.
Yeah. It's all onto him once again. It's a 1v2. Yesterday it was Crystal. Today it has to be Poppy. Emin's pretty low, so that is a takeable duel at the moment. He needs to just find him because he knows he's low. He knows that one's on site. Time to find the other. Got a good start in. Try to maybe seize him, make him feel uncomfortable. There goes the stun, and 1 way as well. Trying to confuse him about his own position, but Emin's ready for it, for him to push in from CT. Clears every corner. Time working against him. The faster he needs to move right now is the better it'll be for him to secure this round. Here's a sound, but takes out his knife in the last second there. But a GE round at this point, by the looks of it at least. An aggressive mid-take, it seems. There comes the ultimate, and G just commit to the fight. Mosier finds 2, but Patrick gets a little too ambitious there. Slid out of his B-main side to find a kill. It's gonna be the Seekers committed, but to no avail. The enabler here, the double swing comes out. It's gonna be Evan to find the trade. He's got a Yudo up against him. Out goes the flash. He's a blind man here, but somehow okay.
Spike down mid.
And at the end of it all, it trickles down to a quiet 1v1, which, well, after a pretty chaotic mid-attack.
It's all really down to timing and experience and a little bit of luck at this point as well. You've got your utility still set over at the A side if you are Yuta time, but you sit back a little bit. You let Xavi kind of reveal himself at the moment, though I did just notice that Xavi is 1 away from Viper's Pit. So if the plant does come down, there's not a lot that Yuta Tan's going to be able to figure out. I'm also seeing from that mid-duel, something that Moja's been doing Uni really well so far is finding immediate space on this raise. And something that Patrick, I'll give some free analysis to them right now. Every time we see a kill from Patrick, he always doubles down and goes for a slide in for a second one almost immediately. And he's bitten off more than he can chew once again. So there's a little bit of free gimme. That one needs to be reeled in just a tad.
Yeah, Xavi's made his way to the B site now. He's going to clear every corner. Does he push up towards CT? No, he will not. He's going to just plant it down as his smoke is going to cover him up for just a couple of seconds. The Viper's Pit, as it comes up, goes down just as quick as GE find a 4th round. You know,
over, you got 2 Guardians as well. You're kind of expecting maybe some early set of utility that you need to force them back, but Hello Sunshine over in the distance, ambitious from Jar. Look where he's died. He has been flashed in and pushed very deep. And now you say goodbye to Nexi. Long range from the Spectre. Okay, hello, Global. This is now their round for the taking.
Well, I'm pleasantly surprised that they're doing exactly what NAOS did in their first half. The 3rd round, Xavi does get the trade on though, and that stopped the plant for a couple of seconds. Mosher is going to deny it a little bit longer with his nade. The pain shows, making it a little bit easier for his teammates to kind of come closer. And now they've got that Sky who can support them with the utility, and there it goes. It tags Trailblazer. It's gonna be the fingers that's gonna pop the lightning strikes, and there he goes, putting extra pressure on NAOS. Patrick, doesn't need to overextend, just hold on. No, he can do it. He's gonna go all by himself.
Try to fly around and trying to find a couple of these jewels. he's losing them, so maybe reel it back a little bit, but hey, a point for effort.
He's got an operator out this time, by the way. Ja was holding it for this while on towards mid, and now he's just kind of rotated away, and he's not going to be... Okay, he is. Udo should have gotten that kill there. Unfortunately, Ja was just a little too quick.
Once again, it's just Yudatan lurking by himself over at the ace site. He's been rinsed and repeating this time and time again, so it's only a matter of time before he kind of was reeled into a false sense of security, which is exactly what happens there with Jar on the operator, who now secures extra space at a forward line, hearing that Heaven is vulnerable, Ramp is going to be vulnerable in a few mere moments. So they do have to start to piece together extra information. That's why you see the creep up from NAOS in towards the garage at the moment. The idea is that that is a weak spot. They're losing mid. You've got to pick up the space elsewhere. And Harpy, now, he secures it. Do not fight again. Your team needs your smokes.
Yeah, but he's getting pushed upon. I'm not sure he expects the close angle. He does, in the end, restabilize his aim. Gets the one. But Global Esports extending elsewhere, and they've lost Poppy in towards mid as well. He's gonna put the spike down as Global Esports now in a 4v2. He's gonna need to win this first duel. Yeah, Crystal, he overextends once again. Now he's ready for it, and now it's a Patrick, and he cannot do anything either. A big, I would say.
So you're right, you're not wrong, but for right now, I mean, they're setting up for once again this B execute to path in, timing with the toxic screen and the recon dart that'll go back towards backside. So it really comes against this bit of an eco from NAOS that they might just have to respect this spike plant from going on down. And they're going to be forced away from it into a 5 versus 5 post plant where you've got a Viper's Pit if you need to for Kelly's. You've got Crystal on a Hunter's Fury playing in towards real deep spawn if required too. So this should 100% be around for global. Though if you're giving Jar options, he's going to take them.
Yeah, the Viper's Pit is right now the only win condition they've got. Hunter's Fury committed from the attacking side just to give a little bit more pressure and let Udo probably get a little close. The Trailblazer's going to spot him, and they're going to run straight in, but Nexi fires a stray bullet, and it finds the head of Udotan. It's going to be on to Kelly to find this swap with Moser, slaps him in the face, and it's all on Crystal, but the time is against him. Will he get that shot there? Time? No,
he's abused it.
Oh, it's not even going to be enough damage for him. And Globally's
face puncher is literally going to be the operator that Jar gets 2 for in the open and now opens up for the B main early peak.
Scout destroyed.
Early information exchange towards A main. Emmons just gotten his Trailblazer destroyed, so he knows that at least 2 players here. But Global Esports, they're probably keen on right now taking their fight on towards Rams. Mosier's here. The flash is going to help him. Oh, he does spot blind a bunch of players, and he's going to get one and does not get away with it completely because his teammate's going to get out, but he finds a counter trade. A little too ambitious once again there. Patrick didn't really need to commit to that fight. I understand the stun and slide in, but it's just such a 50-50 whether or not he gets caught in it, especially if it's not completely, taking that area.
I mean, we've always seen Udotan over at A main, right? So it's always a position that you really have to expect to be played from somebody over at Global Esports, and it's a no-brainer for NAOS to have a couple of eyes there at the beginning of the round, almost every round it feels like. And I mean, the tail end of this round is just Udotan probably go die. 30 seconds to go, 5 HP, flanks cordoned off, uncharacteristic miss from Jar, it feels like at the moment. There we go, for one at least. It'll be gorgeous.
Yeah, now they know there's 2 players here up close and personal. Good amount of utility deployed by Global Esports, but once again, no utility being set up for Patrick there. I think he had a stun. I'm not quite sure why he didn't choose to deploy it, even the fast lane to get himself the cover he needs to kind of isolate that player towards Cubby. Yep. The neural theft is going to give them so much information. The B-side, the only one guarding there. Nexi at the moment, and beyond Hunter's Fury comes through. Kelly is working on the back of it, finds the 3, and it's going to be the IGO leading from the front this round. He wants his team to win this game no matter what, but Emmons keeping them busy. Out with the knife, with the flash as well in his hand. A little too complacent and not expecting somebody close 5. And it's on to Nexi now in a 1v2.
Yeah. Very doable, actually, as well, if you can isolate 2 of these kills. Paranoia and Shrouded steps abound, but I'm expecting the time eventually to tick, and for Crystal to get that recon back online, they can use it a little bit later. He's actually already got it too, so it does come down to the timing now.
Nexi gets
One enemy remaining.
He's the one toward the other way. And Nexi! Oh my god! It's actually a horrible decision-making. This thing of position, post-plan positions. We've seen them do better on rounds before, but NAOS have clearly taken the upper hand now. Global Esports desperate attempt now once again on that B site. Once again trying to maybe set up Patrick here, and Mosier has been spotted. It has to be finished off, but they don't check him.
They
don't hear him. They didn't even hear him, and Mosier capitalizes on everything. He's gonna be stopped with his own in his hand, but it's all on to Yudo, and he will be thrown between maps as they play on the defense. They're going aggressive already towards mid. Global Esports, you know, returning in kind here. It's going to be a trade 1-for-1. Crystal's going to get back Ja's favor there. As it's going to be Patrick who deals up another. Crystal finding another. And it seems like this round will just end up in towards mid.
Oh. Been won already, so we'll see if Global Esports can double down on it. Though Sunset plays a bit differently to Split. It's a full layering up together with the team scaling up through B main, and you're going to have a really strong hold at the moment from Mate, Cypher and Sova playing in towards market.
Yeah, they've set up Patrick to go deep in towards the side. They're going to get the plant down. This is a heavy marketplace so that they can have a little bit of space for a retake, it seems. That's the kind of setup that they've done for NAOS here. Well, he's got a player right above him! I'm not sure why Patrick decided to go into that smoke. He could have played a little bit more safer, play on the back of his teammate's utility if at all anything was possible for him. But he's given up his life there. Just had a Bucky. Flash is great. It's not going to help too much, although the fights are not coming through. The tap on the spike comes in. A lot of bullets being spammed here. Mosier finds the first. Kelly has gone down. And the stick is right there. Emmon's going to keep it going. And Emmon's going to find it all the way through. NAOS find a great retake.
You kind of got to consider what utility your teammates can buy as well. If they need their standard set of utility to assist you going on in, they're overbuying and you're potentially lesser equipped into the next round if you do lose. And if you're playing for the numbers, that is a very real scenario. So yeah, he can get his ult, but it might not even be a premium to try and use it if you're not getting an opening kill or two first. So we'll see if he does decide to actually use it. You're also not seeing shock darts brought up to be able to destroy these deeper trap wires in towards the site. So it really does come down to playing in numbers for Global Esports and only using that ult if they get a kill or can guarantee to get a kill and an upgrade to help the team.
Is he going to be expected here? He was looking in his direction, Yuratan, but was not ready for it. The fact that he had to face a Vandal. Poppy spots the B main push as well. They're making them uncomfortable. Now it's pushing every nuke in corner, and look at Ja, dude. He's just going around the map. Knife out in the hand at the last second. Got a scare there, but puts on his shield back up again. It's gonna be now Patrick to try and delete him off the server. Standing at the wall is not gonna help you, my friend. Mosier's gonna help in setting up the party, and Taos is gonna be an absolute graveyard. Global Esports.
Kill here or there and an orb. You're able to refresh that every second, every third round, and it can be massive, but we'll stretch in towards a quick round at the moment to come on through. And Eman, I mean, he's not got a kill on the board just yet. He's got a sliver of HP to try and survive with, which does not happen. Here's one of the ults that I mentioned to come on through now. Neural theft to secure information as plant goes down.
Spike planted.
Yeah, Yuratan getting up a little close to personal. He's gonna go in through, but he's gonna lose his life. No support there. Poppy does trade him out though. Another flash to keep Xavi busy. And that's gonna leave NAOS in a bit of a mix. Back he goes to fight, not ready for it. Too many members to face. Nexi does have a bit of a moment to slide into the side here. He's gonna play on the back of Mosier's distractions, but it's not gonna be enough. Kelly to finish things off here. Mosier does have the overdrive available, and it seems like he's gonna commit it. There he goes. There's a tripwire to stop him at the moment, but the recon's gonna help him. No, it isn't. Uratan gets him out. Emon's gonna trade out in the other way. One more he finds.
Eman on the board.
Towards mid. Yep, he's gotten two. It seems like the Vandal worked out perfectly, as the ultimate created enough distraction for Emon to actually find space towards that mid-house region. And now Global Esports follow to the B site, fortunately having to plant now, and they're covered everywhere. They're cut a flank as well.
They're going to have to use this Rolling Thunder and take some further space. A player deficit in this scenario whilst they're vulnerable going for a plant too. I mean, look, already NAOS are here.
Yeah, and they've got no clue whatsoever.
remaining.
Yeah, both of them are gone.
M&A?
Of course he starts off. Yeah, of course he starts off with an ace. Nah, next he steals it away from him.
Real ultimates built up either, so there's a big premium on figuring out this round at the moment, and you're immediately getting counterspammed of Util trying to get on in. There's flashes around, and there's no kills just yet until finally Patrick dispatches him his counterpart Neon and overstays his welcome.
Yeah, a barrage of utility there. Uratan gonna be left again once on mid, and pretty early into the round that he's trying to find a pick off. He does miss the timing onto Javi, but Javi, look at him, he's actually crawled in towards mid. He's gonna try and maybe get away. The timing is off here, and it's all gonna be on Uratan's pick. If he finds Javi, or if Javi finds the flank before he does, but just put the pressure on them. Poppy's gone. That's gonna be no smokes, and they cross each other, and Uratan's been found. The timing's off, and NAOS have probably gotten the round in their hands just on the back of that kill.
Yeah. Well, the biggest thing is as well, what timing do you want to see from Nexi around the map to be able to use that neural theft too? He's not going to relinquish control of the A site that he still has with his spy cam, with his trap wires as well. You're playing a numbers game now as now, so you're waiting to see where Global goes, because what have you already considered? What have you already found out? They use their utility to gather some of this B-man control. They don't have any ultimates to throw into the mix. Yeah, Eman doesn't spot anything with that relocation from the shadows, yields nada, but you're still at a numbers game. You've still got 20 seconds on the clock, and as soon as Nexi sees any liquor damage, they rotate over. Global Esports have to multi-frag early in this post plan.
Yeah. Plan's gonna go down, and they're gonna try and be a little more proactive towards mid. Oh, they spot a one. I'm pretty sure they're gonna be ready for this. The swing out comes. The stun is a little too late. Kelly S. It could have been a little earlier. The timing was just off. They know exactly where he is as well. Spamming bullets through the boxes, and that was just misaligned.
But at the end, doesn't really happen, and another big salute over to Jar, I guess I'll say in this one too, right? Because his kills on that defensive side, ending with 17 at the half. He's only up from here.
Yeah. Now it's pretty quick B hit over here. They've gotten control pretty easily, and they should be getting the plant down in just about a second. Mosier's found one. Now Javi goes in. Actually, never mind. They don't want to go for the plant here. They just wanted to fight straight up, and they want to make Global Esports feel the pressure. And that's left the IGL alone, and he's going to go down as well. Ja is on a roll, and so is Mosier. But now there's
a successful bonus round to start off your endeavors on this defensive side, though, and that's exactly what you love to see from Global. Yunatan as well. Neural theft available on the flip side. Jar, who's still silently achieving what he wants to on this attacking side, getting that kill contract to be available too. So in this slow scaling up through B main, it's a little bit more rapid as Global Esports are not moving and budging from A whatsoever. This might actually transition into an early retake as they finally do start to rotate on over. But is that still going to be go time for NAOS? I mean, you got to consider that there's more Cypher utility seeing that one-way cage.
Gonna get some information now. They know that there's multiple towards B main. It's a pretty deep setup for Nexi as well, but here goes Ja. He's gonna find Uratan this time, and it's a duel. Oh my god, almost read it perfectly. Ready for it, almost pre-fired that angle, yeah. Javi finds another as well as they just plague that B side pretty easily, and look at how far Nexi's gone up as well. He should be able to find one. It will double up as well. That's number 10 for now.
Step 2, well, nobody else is shooting, so win.
I get that. I've seen that script before, and it seems like it's gonna be Patrick that's trying to do that. Great, he's already in their spawn. Ja's gotten one though. Patrick's doing the rest of the work for his team. Yeah, it's a bunch of duelists.
Ja gets kills, the rest don't. I mean, it's still happening.
Like I said, I've seen that script before. I knew exactly, you know, Ja, he's gonna lose this duel. It's gonna be Patrick once again stepping things up. It's the lightning strikes 3 times this time around. A 4th, not gonna be possible. Yeah, he's not gonna be ready for that. Xavi's gonna take him out 1v3 now. He's got a minute to work with though, so could make a good play because look at the positions of these 3 players. They're so far apart at the moment. 2 on B. I mean, gonna be the call.
You got to consider this as 1 versus 3, right, Uni? You just got to group up together. If I'm looking over at that radar and I'm seeing 2 trap wires at the A site against the Sova, I'm probably just repositioning that trap wire that's on the site itself and cordoning off the site completely in its entirety, right? You then don't even need to give a chance that you can have a 1 versus 1 against him. False start. I mean, that location is expected to be false, so this should already be giving you the time, the 100% security that it's ending to be.
Yeah, most certainly.
Right there.
Xavi's just going to slowly crawl in, and look at that. They called a rotation. They're going to go in towards Market now, expecting him to be there on the site. Xavi's got no idea. Market is pretty much open. He's going to have to play on the back of his gut here. Needs to go for the plant. There comes the sound. Yudatan's going to start rotating off. Stun comes in through.
There's no time.
I don't know that he's actually back of sight. And yeah, there it is. The stun lasted long enough for Kellius to swing him out and take him out. Global Esports on 8.
Really on what positions they want to tackle. If Global have recognized that, they are playing the game that they should be right now.
Oh my god, look at the aggression here. Josh been taken out, but Mojo's going to trade him off instantly. The aggression from Global Esports has been fruitful so far. But look at Kellius, another great position. The IGO will only get one though. The trade-off is instantaneous. Now able to maintain the man number equilibrium so far. It's a 3 versus 3 right now. But Global Esports have an advantage. If they're able to find that neural theft in some sort of capacity on the late round, information is going to be great for Yudatan, but he needs to be careful because he is going to be exposed. He's kind of wide jumping here, takes a chunk of damage, goes down to almost half HP. Now NAOS have information of the fact that the Cypher is a little, kind of soft.
I have the spike.
For a retake, the ultimate would be large if he goes for a mid traversal. However, he doesn't necessarily need to give it up early because there's no advancements towards the spike sites yet for NAOS. He's still got his utility around the A site, so he's okay for himself to dance there, and good initiative from the remaining global members to take B main space. They know it's either mid to B or it's mid to A because this util has seen nothing. Dark cover one way, over at short will disincentivize any pushes there, but also give up some information to NAOS that they can start to wrap around this site to A. And there's that info from the camera uni that I mentioned earlier.
Yeah, and it's going to be all onto Yuta. He needs to find the first. No, he's not taking the other corner. He didn't see Xavi walk in from main, and that's going to be the problem. 2 versus 3 now. Drone to reveal a little bit of information. He's got one smoke to work with. Maybe can isolate a little bit, but look at the amount of smokes already on that site. It's going to cause problems. One of them's faded away. 2 of them gone. And there comes the flank now. Xavi's taken advantage of the information that he's gained. He's going to create some chaos for his team to actually walk in. But no, back they come from elbow. Smoke's going down. Out comes the ultimate. This time it's going to be lightning from Mosier. Could be enough for Emmett to trade him up with Poppy. Once again, the Clutch King. And he gets it down. The most important round in Global's entire game so far comes through as Poppy, the man...
Lurking around individually anymore, right? They're together as a unit, going fast in a couple of these early rounds. What Jar is kind of relying upon has been these individual duels where this double tap is activated for him to refresh and play back on the timer. He's not been able to. But I am looking at the positioning in this round for Global Esports. If you want to counter a kill contract, playing in standard positions and standard lanes on that B site particularly is not a very good realization on what you might be expecting from NAOS at the moment. You hear the shock dart, that's got to give you information as crystal that this ultimate could potentially be coming on in, which it does. There you go, and it's dodged as well. Really well done from Crystal to move away from that one, but technically you have relinquished control of the site.
Yeah, now they're going into market. Oh, this is what we were afraid of. They did it the last time as well, forcing Global Esports all the way back, even from market, finding 2, and then look at how quickly they've repositioned as well. It's such good discipline from NAOS. Take early control, fight them, push them back, and then go back yourself and play in great post-plan positions. This is a great retaliation from the Filipinos, but can they hold off on the retake that's going to coming in? It's still a 3v3, 3v4, forgive me. One on site, they take him out. It's going to be 3v3, and they just keep shooting bullets, one after the other. Now it's start relinquishing control here. Nexi does the 1. He's going to have to stay alive for as long as possible. Time is his best friend right now, but his teammate is too far away, and there's no way they can stop him from defusing. Poppy's gonna get it all the way down, and it's good. Wow, okay, then he jump shots Kelly, but
really nicely done from Global at the end there. Now on map point, trading each other's, well, rather gathering your own map in some way. Potentially if it closes here, because look at this, it's again, he's in the spawn as a Neon in 10 seconds in the round and has a kill.
Yeah, the pressuring market once again. This time a tripwire to stop Ja from actually going a little too close to Yudatan, but look at how quickly he's come on the flank. He's gonna lose his ultimate though in a couple of seconds. And he's gonna have to bank upon his guns, and Yudatan does his best, keeps market in his control. They're losing out one by one. And it's all on to Eman to hold this corner. He's not going to be able to do it. Jaws all by himself. Can he clutch out a 1v4? No, he cannot. Global Esports pull off Sunset in the bag. We head to Haven.
because of all of those light shields on the side of NAOS, but more importantly, more strength over for Global just on weaponry, utility, shields, and early information, where now you gotta be a little bit more cautious if you're playing by yourself with Udaton. At least you're still getting trapped by it currently that wasn't controlled by that Shocky.
Found you.
Oh, the tripwires allowed him to get in. Mosier, he's got an incision point here, and he could be dangerous. And he does. He gets away with it as well. All the way back towards A he goes. As instantly, the trajectory has changed. And now on the back of Mosier's ultimate now, thanks to that kill, will find the A side for themselves, which is completely, by the way, MT, a great sell from Mosier alone on that C side.
That's actually huge. The fact that he does pick up Dimensional Drift on the back of that kill actually means that they can full pivot and full path into this A side to establish an open home plant with a one-way. You have to go quick as Global.
Yeah, you have to, and they're going in as well. Trying to get through the trades are there, but now it's doing that bit as well. A troublesome peak for him though, because look at it now. The entire team right now gonna be aggressing on towards A, and the cage is gonna protect him. The camera's gonna push him off as well. Ja has been reconned. He's gonna get away from Dodge right now, and he knows that the op's here now. They know they gotta play safe. They're gonna do everything. The undercut, the paranoia, everything comes through. Xavi's entered the site. They push the op behind, and Mosier is gonna make sure that he does not push any further. Weapons being exchanged. Double tap activated, but he's going a little too far. The one way wasn't necessary to be pushed there. And one after the other, instantly, Global Esports capitalized upon the mistake made by Ja. He went a little too deep and gave up his life, and that was the point where Global Esports said, all right, that's it, push it.
Caged off.
Exactly, so that was a problem. Now they're aggressing on C to get a little bit of information and close out this part of the map, because NAOS have been abusing it every single round. Ja holds it down, and Global Esports with a deep smoke. Not too much control, but they have numbers here.
Yeah, but the problem is, look at the utility. You still got the shield. A lot of it is peppered on through, but the bullets at the moment, they're training in crossfire. Swift past the eyebrows, but it doesn't really matter for Global Esports at the moment. That's not the target that you want to be hitting. Udotan and Mun's a dispatch of you. And now it's all on to the Crystal Man. And once again, unfortunately, where are my friends? They are gone.
They're gone.
Save simulator.
Indeed. They've got the Rolling Thunder now, so there could be a little bit of a retake gameplay that could help them, honestly, because of the pace at which NAOS are constantly abusing that C site. I feel like the Rolling Thunder is a really effective tool for them to kind of just push them out of the site, take good fights, set up, Patrick in good positions with that ultimate and the rest of the utility that, Kelly's can provide as well. But it's all going to be a question if or not Global Esports
and combo that comes on through. And instead of utility to come out. And the kills are there. Finally won by Kelly's, but it's exactly what I see. It's like magic. You've read the script. Dimensional drift, ping out an opponent, distract them out with the goo on the screen, and Hunter's Fury comes on through, and things just crumble for Global.
Yeah, Crystal will find the one trade, and that's going to be it. It's still a 3 versus 2. It is actually doable. They've got 2 weapons now, and even though the drones are currently being exchanged, they've spotted one player. They know that Patrick has got a lot of utility. Recon's gone out. Stun comes through. He's missed that opportunity to take that kill down. He's to slide out. No, he couldn't. He should have slid out there to probably take that first fight. It's going to be Xavi once again, standing alone on site.
They need to pick on up, but for Global Esports, a golf clap for getting that retake in as well, right? From the beginning kill that they get in the window, from the lasting one at the end there together as a unit, now for the hopeful opening, which they managed to successfully get.
Yeah, that's a big kill there from Patrick. Secures the A main side completely, and there goes an ultimate looking for him and found himself, and he was just not ready to expect Kelly as they're coming in that late. Global Esports proactiveness is working for them. They're getting aggressive, and it's rewarding them with map control and a lot of kills. But Xavi, he gets both of them back from the grave. What the hell is that? That shouldn't have been possible at all. And of course, Ja heads up on a rotating crystal. That's opened up the C site. And now it turns away from Global Esports once again. 5v3, as it just was, has now turned into a 3v1.
Revealing area.
Another scenario for Global Esports where it's a 1vx here, Uni, but this time it's not Crystal.
Spike
It is
planted.
LES, and he will be given it a bit of a crack. Pathing away from the utility at the moment, but a plant for backside. You hear what Sova's over towards there, but you don't know where the remaining two are. It really does just come down to trying to bait it out. And I mean, I'm even looking at the contingency that you've got over on the side of NAOS. You know, ignore the ISO for that matter. You've got a Harness Fury, right? That is your contingency in this round. Not even needed. Gun and get the single tap. That is insane.
I can already see Boom Esports' flashbacks from Ascension Final and Pacific, man. Dreadful times. Now it's gonna continue on their stride.
Yeah, opening kill over towards NAOS as well. Got shock dart, I will add. Causing some positions to be noted down deep in mid as well. But Jar has been spotted out the front of B.
Poor guy. Blinded, stunned, and decapitated at the same time. Nexi does get one. We'll kind of have to cover back. Kelly almost got taken out there, but Global Esports will instantly on the back of that kill travel to the A side and make sure that's where they get the spike down to the ground. It's a 2 versus 2. And Kelly is actually pretty low right now. That stun is perfect. Nexi jumping around. Pretty lucky that Poppy's not decided to spam into that smoke.
Yeah.
Last player
Cover, though, there's a gap in that one. Putting together
remaining.
as a team. Comparable HP at the beginning of this one, but Eman, he has the betterment of it in the end on a KLES. I was looking Uni at that 2 versus 2. The perfect opportunity for Global Esports to recognize a lot of the weaknesses that this game will provide to build character, to build strength, to continue a growth development, which is exactly what they're looking for right now. But for NAOS, I mean, they're still looking for that on their own. The Jar, well, Uni, look at that one. He actually drops the first kill.
Yuratan calming down a little bit, but he's still well and alive. Could probably swap up the weapon that he's got with somebody else just to give them a better fighting chance. But look at NAOS re-clearing the space that Global Esports just got in. Drone's coming in though towards A-Man, and I'm not sure they expect this. Perfect. Xavi gets the first one, and instantly Global Esports are now stunned to go back, and Eman just stops them in their tracks. Kelly will get the trade back, but now they're not backing away from the fight at all. The recons reveal both of them. Crystal's gonna get Xavi. Yeah, and they're now just going all out to fight this out. Must have been a little bit easier, but now it's a 1v2, and both these players are one shot from the outlaw, so they need to be careful because they know that Mojo's got this outlaw, by the way.
30 seconds left.
Yeah. The only thing is
One
the timing
enemy
is
remaining.
this one out. There's the first. Make out 2. Don't forget.
No,
You're
why
still planning
backside?
Kelly?
Why?
Where are the comms?
Like a big deal.
1-4, Mojo. Great, honestly, now it's kudos, man. Great stuff from them.
Not enough.
Yeah, early peek from Jar this time. Expecting a better result, and he finds the greater one. The star player on the roster for Global Esports taken down. Gotta say, Patrick has had a phenomenal series over the first 2 maps. You've also got the Dimensional Drift still available for NAOS as well when they do start to regroup together. So you've got to see some individual brilliance come through from Global to get back in towards this one. They've lost control completely over at C. A feels like it's going to be too much of a fortified wall to go and get through too. Cypher utility that's there and the 3 members. But at least they navigate away back in towards this C side. Hey, off-putting Eman back. It's going to reshuffle the positions of NAOS as well.
Yeah. They're going to have to play a little bit more safer, but Global Esports slowly treading towards B now. And while the stack on A is going to be pretty good for them to instantly make their rotations available, Global Esports will find it for free. Smoke's going down instantly. Yuratan, do you want to challenge that smoke? No, they're going to just hold on to this and play for the Rolling Thunder.
You have to Rolling Thunder and take deep space, though. I feel like you've got Global at the moment. You can't allow for the Dimensional Drift to come through, which they do, and now Jar finds Crystal. Things go from bad to worse as it's all coming to a close. I don't know how Xavi managed to find one there. Positions found on Yuratan with the neural theft coming on out, but Jar is on a rampage at the moment for 3. A tap onto the defuse. Do they know where Mojo is? The neural theft again, but the defuse is just being stuck at the moment. They say nay, as Mojo will put a close on this one, and